Thank you. Chante Washington up at Chizapilla. I want to begin by saying thank you to everybody that had a part in this park. Like what Mr. Charging Eagle said, it's not yet complete. But one of the guys I want to say thank you to, he's pretty shy and he's already having his head down. I want to ask for a round of applause for Mr. Lau Smith. He's our tribal project director, and he's the guy that, like I said, he has his head down, humble guy. But he is a veteran as well. I want to thank Dennis Russo and the Game Fish and Parks for working and getting it done, as well as, again, all the veteran organizations here. I want to thank them for this. In 2001, I was vice chairman of this tribe. And I was out in DC when them planes flew into the Twin Towers and to the Pentagon. I was out there. It was really something that I'll never forget. And I was out there with one of our lawyers, and as well as another councilman, Mr. Bryce Inwoods and Tom Van Norman, and we had this urgent need to come home. Can't describe it, but we wanted to come home. And when we got home, the way I felt, the anger that for someone to come and attack us on our lands. And looking back, it's probably the same as our ancestors, how they felt when the cavalry come into our camps. But from that, Afghanistan and Iraq happened. But there's something too that I'll never forget. That we lost a member in Iraq, Cheyenne Hockey. But one thing that I'd always remember is when we were taking him out to Black Hill Cemetery. And I was up front with our chief of police and was leading the procession out there. And when we went through Faith, it made me feel so proud to see them people lined up on the streets with signs. We went through Newell, Sturgis, same thing. It didn't matter who you were, where you come from. We stood together. And that's really important, that no matter what, we need to stay united. As a tribe, reservation, as a country, as a state, we're all the same. We're all here. So that's one of the things I see. And yes, we're going to have differences. It's the way life is. We'll never agree on everything. We always got to continue to try to work together to build a better future for our children and grandchildren. I was told once by a medicine man, he said, today, all the people, all races of people, they pray in their own way. But we have wars because nobody talks. And I always think about that. And I see that so true, because you look at everybody's religion, whether it's Christianity, Lakota, Muslims, we're all taught pray for good health, take care of each other, but we don't talk. So that's why we continue to fight each other. So it's important that we think of that. And I just want to finish by reminding, as Lakota people, we never did go out looking for a fight. We only stood up to defend our homes, our people, and our way of life. And I'm proud and honored to be here today. And I thank all the veterans for their sacrifices, which allows us to live the way we want to live, for freedom. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. South Dakota Lieutenant Governor Larry Roden. How about a big round of applause? This guy, come on.